Hi everybody, welcome back to Olga is Cooking. Today we are back in protein land and I'm gonna show you a super easy way to make pork tenderloin. So the cool thing about pork is obviously high in protein, super versatile with flavor profiles, but the tricky thing about it is it's a really I don't know if temperamental is the right word, but it's kind of a finicky meat. You overcook it for seconds and it is dry as a bone. So the recipe that I'm going to show you today is easy because it's kind of a set it and forget it type of cook. And it does maintain a nice moistness and pinkness within the pork. So we are cooking this in the oven. I have preheated my oven to 500 degrees. You have not misheard me. 500 degrees, super hot. I have a piece of pork here. I have rinsed it, give it a nice pat dry. It is about 7.5 ounces, but of course, depending on what you have, you could go up to 1 pound, 2 pounds, whatever, and I'll give you a little bit of guidance in terms of cook time based on the size of your pork, the weight of your pork. So the first thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna do this with my hands. You don't need a fancy brush. This is olive oil on my hands. I'm gonna coat the pork tenderloin with this olive oil, and that's just to give it a little moistness and also so that our spices can adhere to it. I have on my aluminum baking sheet a piece of aluminum foil. I've pre-coated it with some cooking spray just so it doesn't stick. Let me give my hands a little wash there, a little olive oil. So now on the spice section, seasoning section, very versatile, right? Obviously, I'm gonna give it some pepper, fresh ground pepper. I'm gonna use garlic salt. Please don't freak out. Obviously, some cooks, chefs, whatever, are opposed to garlic salt. They want you to use real garlic. That's lovely. I'm using garlic salt today, so I'm not adding other salt. I have some dried rosemary, which I'm gonna put on. Of course, if you have fresh rosemary, that's lovely too. Just make sure that it's finely chopped. So with this recipe, what else could you do for seasoning? How about some paprika? Paprika's kind of nice. Maybe some za'atar if you wanna get a little excited. You could put a little bit of lemon juice on here. I do the lemon after I cook pork tenderloin, but that's up to you. You could put, some bay leaves here. It's really again, a very versatile kind of meat. I like to keep the flavor on the pork tenderloin a little lighter in seasoning just because it helps with side dishes. If I have a protein that's really overpowering, I don't like to then also have side dishes that are overpowering or heavily spiced. So this is how I'm doing this for today. So I am impatiently waiting for my oven to heat up. 500 degrees takes a really long time. So what I'm gonna do, this is ready to go. I'm gonna put this in the oven now. It's 7.5 ounces. I'm gonna cook it in my 500 degree oven for, and we have to be really specific with the time, 4.5 minutes. So it's about 5 minutes, I'd say 5 minutes a pound for pork tenderloin. This is less than a pound, so I have to reduce my cook time. So I'm gonna cook it for 4.5 minutes at 500 degrees. Then I'm gonna turn off the oven and I'm gonna let the pork tenderloin sit in this super hot oven for 1 hour. And once that 1 hour is done, we're gonna take our pork tenderloin out and I'm gonna cut it in the middle so you can see how beautiful and pink it is inside. I can't wait to show this to you. It is, once I discovered this method, I've never made pork tenderloin any other way in the oven, because it's just, you know, you see a lot of recipes, you sear them first, put them in the oven. For me, that's 2 pans I gotta clean, forget it. I have sliced pork tenderloin in half to make it very flat and put it on a cast iron pan or a grill pan. That's really delicious. I don't have a barbecue here, but barbecue pork tenderloin is like delicious. Traveling through Greece, they call pork tenderloin psaronefti. And I mean, I could eat it every day. It's like so delicious on a barbecue. I don't have a barbecue. If you have a barbecue, please feel free to cook it, share your stories, and I'll sit here jealously watching them as I eat my baked pork tenderloin, which is equally delicious. So, 4.5 minutes, 500-degree oven. Turn the oven off, keep it in there for 1 hour, and I will be back to show you what it looks like on the other side. Okay? Thanks everybody. Feel like ya.